In the middle of Butler, Pennsylvania campaign rally, former President of United States, Donald Trump was hurried off the stage by FBI agents. The rally came to a halt after shots were fired in the direction of Donald Trump, who was addressing the rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday evening, July 13th, 2024. Hello viewers, once again we are here with the breaking news of the day for you. An assassination attempt against the former President of United States, Donald Trump, was successfully overturned. I know you are curious to know what exactly happened. Then why the wait? Here comes the answer. Tragic events occurred while former President Donald Trump was speaking to a considerably large group of supporters during his campaign rally on Saturday night in Butler, Pennsylvania, days before he was scheduled to accept his third Republican nomination. There were several gunshots, which spread panic and mayhem among the guests. There was instant concern for the former President Trump's safety, as one of the bullets struck his upper right ear. One individual tragically lost their life in the tragedy, and two others suffered serious injuries. The event swiftly turned into a site of horror and emergency response, despite the original goal of rallying support and energizing the base.
We begin with breaking news tonight out of Butler, Pennsylvania. Former President Donald Trump had to be rushed off stage after what officials are calling an assassination attempt.
Secret Service agents rushed former President Donald Trump off stage after shots were fired, moments after he began speaking at a Saturday evening rally in Butler County, Pennsylvania.
Trump raised his fist up high as he left the stage, indicating that he still stands firm and strong against all the odds. He repeatedly said, "Fight." On his social media site, Trump appreciated the rapid response and efforts of the Secret Service and law enforcement. He wrote, "I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place. So I realized then what was happening." Trump also expressed his condolence for the person who was shot dead at the moment and the other two who are in critical condition.
The former president said he was shot by a bullet that pierced the upper part of his right ear. "I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin." He wrote, "Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening."
Trump was immediately taken to the nearby local hospital, where he was treated and released hours later. Trump flew to New Jersey, landing shortly after midnight at Newark Liberty International Airport. What exiting the rally area, Trump was again seen with his fist high above and indicating strength while getting into his SUV. Supporter and fan attending the campaign rally were interviewed and responded with enthusiasm and concern over the security of former President Donald Trump and the person who lost his life. A doctor near the person who died at spot tried to help him by performing CPR.
Service says a man attending the rally was killed. A doctor standing nearby tried to help him performing CPR.
The guy had spun around, was jammed between the benches. He had a headshot here.
I just hear these 4 shots and everybody's screaming drop, and you can see the blood like splatter on his face, and the Secret Service just barricades him.
Special agent in charge of FBI Pittsburgh Field Office Kevin Rojek, while addressing the conference, confirmed the heinous act as an assassination attempt and an active crime scene. Rojek expressed sympathies to the victims of the unfortunate shooting at the protest and showed unity with the people of Butler County and Western Pennsylvania. Rojek also confirmed that numerous staff from other field offices and headquarters, as well as investigation agents, evidence response teams, and bomb specialists, have been dispatched by the FBI.
The first thing I want to say is that the FBI stands with the people of Butler County in Western Pennsylvania. Our hearts go out to the victims of this heinous act which occurred today. The FBI has deployed a number of our resources, including investigative agents, our evidence response team, bomb technicians, and we have additional resources coming from other field offices, as well as from FBI headquarters, including our evidence response from Quantico, Virginia.
After Ronald Reagan was shot in 1981, this attack was the most significant attempt to kill a president or presidential contender. It brought fresh attention less than 4 months before the presidential election to worries of political violence in a highly politicized United States. Additionally, it might change the atmosphere and security measures at the Republican National Convention, which starts in Milwaukee on Monday. The man who attempted to assassinate former President of the United States Donald Trump was shot at the moment. He is identified as a 20-year-old Thomas Mathew Crooks of Bethel Park. Crooks fired multiple shots from an elevated position on a manufacturing plant roof over 130 yards from the stage. The Secret Service's counter-sniper team swiftly neutralized Crooks with a direct headshot. The FBI has not yet revealed the shooter's motive.
In the wake of the shooting, the man who attempted to kill Donald Trump has been identified as 20-year-old Thomas Mathew Crooks, according to an FBI statement released a short while ago. The shooter can be seen in camouflage on a rooftop near the Trump rally. The gunman was killed by Secret Service officers.
With that being said, also, we do not currently have an identified motive, although our investigators are working tirelessly to attempt to identify.
Based on a video of the school's commencement and a report by the local media, Crooks graduated from Bethel Park High School in 2022. According to a listing in Pennsylvania's voter database that matched his name, age, and a Bethel Park residence that police were seeking on Saturday night, he was registered to vote as a Republican and is connected to Crooks in public records. It would have been his first presidential election as an eligible voter this year. According to documents kept by the Federal Election Commission, in January 2021, a donor named Thomas Crooks, residing at the same location, contributed $15 to the Progressive Turnout Project, a Democratic-aligned political action organization. President Joe Biden addressed the nation on Trump rally shooting. He commenced by expressing gratitude to all attendees and mentioning that he had received a comprehensive briefing on the situation from all federal authorities. He made an attempt to get in touch with Donald Trump, who was reportedly doing well and was with his doctors. Biden said he hoped to talk to Trump shortly. Declaring that such atrocities have no place in America, he denounced the violence and called it sick. He stressed that such violence must be condemned and that the nation must come together. Thanking the Secret Service and state agencies for their efforts to keep people safe, Biden said further information concerning potential injuries among the audience members would be provided soon. He intended to deliver updates later, either verbally or through a statement. Biden emphasized that the demonstration ought to have been nonviolent and denounced political violence in all its manifestations as abhorrent. He gave everyone the assurance that the issue is being thoroughly investigated by the federal administration. When asked if he thought there was an attempt on his life, Biden responded that he didn't know enough to make a more informed statement. In his statement, Biden thanked the Secret Service, conveyed satisfaction that Trump was safe, and urged solidarity among all Americans in denouncing violence.
I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to them shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have been engaged in making sure that people, and we have more detail to come relative to other people maybe injured in the audience. The Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate.
We're not prepared at this time to provide the identity of the potential shooter. We're in the process of doing the confirmation.
The incident at Donald Trump's rally has sparked significant national reactions, with prominent people sharing their feelings on social media. Former President Barack Obama expressed relief that Trump was not gravely injured and underlined that political violence has no place in a democracy. Elon Musk hoped for a speedy recovery for Trump and endorsed him. Congresswoman Sarah Jacobs of California wished Trump and the injured a speedy recovery and demanded that those responsible be held accountable. Local leaders also reacted. Mayoral candidate Larry Turner expressed shock and denounced the assassination attempt as reprehensible. County Supervisor Nora Vargas denounced gun violence and the tragic event. Mayor Todd Gloria emphasized that political violence is unacceptable, regardless of party affiliation. These responses show a unified front against political violence and demand responsibility and peace.
Meanwhile, people across the country took to social media to react to today's violence. CBS 8's Esmeralda Perez has stayed up to date with the latest on X. She joins us in studio with reaction.
First, let's start off with former President Barack Obama saying in part, there is absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy. Although we don't yet know what exactly happened, we should all be relieved that former President Trump wasn't seriously hurt. Take things over to Elon Musk, who took advantage of this moment to endorse Trump and wish him a rapid recovery. Sarah Jacobs, who expressed, I'm wishing President Trump and all those who were injured a speedy recovery. Those responsible for violence at President Trump's rally must be held accountable. Supervisor Nora Vargas made a post saying, there is no place for gun violence in our country, yet our children and families continue to witness tragic events like today. I condemn the terrifying shooting at today's campaign rally, and violence should never be tolerated. City of San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria expressed thoughts and prayers to former President Trump and those impacted. He says in part, political violence is unacceptable. It doesn't matter what party you belong to or what you believe, it's wrong. Turner made a post that reads in part, I am deeply shocked by the news of the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. This is a reprehensible act that has no place in our society regardless of political beliefs or affiliations.
Do let us know your views in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so you are notified as soon as we upload our next video. Thanks for watching.